Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So by popular demand, let's start with the cold start with the Accord. So apparently I need to change some sort of belt or something because it's done this a couple times now. It's only done it when it was raining before, but now it's doing it in the morning. So just a little belt squeak. Little belt squeak never hurt anyone. That is a horrible sound. But let's see, today it is 64 degrees again, so not too bad. That's a new one. It's a truck police car. I've never really seen that before. It's like a Ford F-150. Anyway, I just wanted to share some of my impressions on this Accord. It's, I mean, I've driven it probably about 450 miles in these last few days. I don't typically drive that much, but as you know, I'm in Freeport right now, and it's a lot further than my house in Houston. But it's actually a really nice driving car. It's got plenty of power. I think it's pretty light. I should probably weigh this and see what it actually weighs. But it's got like 244 horsepower or something like that, V6. This car would actually be really quick based on power to weight if the transmission was better. This transmission is awful. First off, first gear goes to like 40 something, which is way too tall for a front wheel drive car with 240 horsepower. If it had like a modern like 8-speed or something like that shifted quick, this thing would be probably at least a second quicker than it is, which I think it's rated at like mid or low 15s, which isn't bad. So I definitely, it's been a while since I've driven like a normal car for any long duration, like not something like a Mustang or the WRX, and it's actually quite, I see why. I mean, I see the appeal. It's kind of boring to drive something like this, but as far as like a point A to point B, it's excellent. The mileage is significantly better than my Scatpack, but not that you could compare a 3-liter V6 front-wheel drive Accord to a 6.4-liter Charger. But the mileage is excellent. I filled this up and I reset the trip meter when I filled it up, and as you can see, I've got a little over a quarter of a tank, and I've gone almost 300 miles. Probably getting 30 plus miles per gallon, and it takes regular, so definitely makes me think about driving this a little bit more. Because I know I just drive exclusively the Scatpack. This is probably like the first time I've driven this in months, or at least weeks. So I kind of see the appeal that I can just cruise in this, cruise to work sometimes. Maybe take the Scatpack just twice or 3 times a week, and just take this twice a week, just to cut down on the miles a little bit. Anyone who knows, like, if you have like a fast, cool car at home, it's always absolutely horrible. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on, it's getting kind of bright. It's always horrible when you're not in your fast car. Like, let's say I'm driving this Accord, and then on the freeway there'll be like a Lambo or something, or another Scatpack or a Hellcat or Mustang or something like that, and I'm just stuck in my Accord looking lame when I could race them, or at least feel better, or give them a thumbs up or something like that. If I give them a thumbs up in the Accord, it's like just like just a normal person thinking his car looks nice. So I don't know, just a strange observation. But as I mentioned, I used to have a Prius, which actually I'll put the link in the description. It's a really old video, probably from like 2006 or 7, but it's a Prius street race where I raced this old Dart or something like that, which another guy, we were on a forum, and he was talking crap and like making fun of the Prius, and I told him it was faster than his little V6 or straight 6 Dart or whatever it was. And so we raced, and you'll have to see the results, but it's pretty funny. When I drove the Prius, I actually had you kind of say like, car guys don't like Priuses. Maybe that's true for some, but in my particular case, I loved my Prius. It was the 2006 Prius 6, so it had all the options except for navigation. And it was an amazing car. I mean, It got me through the gas crisis of 2008 or 9 or whatever it was, because we were living in California at the time, and gas like spiked to $5 a gallon or something, and all the people with trucks and all the inefficient cars were like flipping out, and I was fine in my little Prius, getting mid 40 mile per gallon range. It was great. And while I had the Prius, I also had 2004 Z06, and I also had my 2JZ 240. I had cool cars, and of course I didn't have kids at the time, which is why I was able to have all that crap. I had all those cars at the time, and I still like driving the Prius. I mean, it was a good car. Like, as far as getting point A to point B comfortably, efficiently, quietly, it was great. So I think some cars get a little bit too much hate when, you have to look at a car for its purpose. The Prius's purpose is to get you from point A to point B, efficiently, and it does an excellent job at that. So I'm here at Sirius HP again to check out the progress. This thing looks sick. What do you guys say? I get a hood like that? Looks pretty badass. So it looks like they're still waiting on the PCM. Didn't arrive as early as we had hoped, so probably no dyno tonight. Definitely no dyno tonight. But tomorrow's a new day. We'll see what happens. So up here we are going to have our, get to adjust the lighting. We're going to have a boost gauge and a AFR, both AM, wideband, of course. So it looks like everything's done except for the PCM. I mean, minor wiring on the gauges, but that's not a big deal. Just the PCM is mostly what we're waiting on, which apparently goes right over here. And that's maybe the in-cabin filter. Never changed it on this car. Must be it. And one thing we just noticed, I saw this right here and I'm like, where did that come from? Apparently the bottom of the Wicker Bill, if you slam it hard enough, it impacts the right there. I mean, it's not denting it or anything. I mean, that'll definitely buff out. I don't think it's it actually might be down to the paint. No, it's not the paint. It's just you just have to buff that out, scrape it off, and it's doing the same thing right here. So definitely, if you get the Wicker Bill, something to be careful of. I wanted mine to be low because I didn't want it to be, you know, too extreme looking, but that didn't even cross my mind. So the update for today is not much. Sorry to disappoint everybody. So that Mustang that was here, which we saw in the dyno the other day, that thing made 722 with that Whipple or whatever it was. I think it has some other work done to it, but that thing that's gonna be a beast. I think it's automatic too, so you know it's gonna be, the thing's gonna be cooking. And look at that. An hour and 55 minutes to drive 82 miles. You think there's some traffic, a little bit of traffic on the way? I'd say yes. I always loved the Magnum. I always thought that was a sweet looking car. I wish they would have continued it, because I definitely would have gotten one. This traffic is horrible. Absolutely horrible. So look at this. These guys got into an accident and they just left their car like right in the middle of the road rather than like pulling to the side. Like everything specifically tells you to get the damn cars out of the thing. That guy had to go up on the curb to get around them. And I guess I'm gonna do the same thing. This will be fun. Get over, but my car doesn't want to hook on the... There we go. So I had to go over a curb because these jackasses don't want to move their car. They just keep them right in the middle of the road. So it's the next day, just getting finished up editing this video. And for whoever was asking, this is what I edit on. This is a Republic of Gamers laptop. And I posted it on my Instagram. I paid $1,000 for it. But anyway, so today the PCM should be in, and so definitely we should get some dynos today. I'm really hoping, at least. So next video, I'm gonna just add this clip in and upload it, but next video we should have some dyno action, so make sure to look for the next video. So that's it for today. Sorry, kind of a disappointing video, but you know, I did the best I could. I went down there, I didn't call prior because I probably should have, but I went down there hoping that we can do some dyno, and it didn't happen. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Just a